Rebecca and welcome to my get together. We are working on such a tasty holiday sweet snack that is completely addicting and something I make every holiday season right before Christmas and my kids and family absolutely love. It's great for gifting and it's really great just taking to potlucks instead of cookies or cookie exchange. It's just such a fun, easy sweet treat that people are addicted to. Muddy Buddies, or Puppy Chow, or Reindeer Munch, or Muddy Munch, or Human Chow. There's so many different names for it, but I like to go with Puppy Chow or Muddy Buddies. Puppy Chow, why do you think it's called Puppy Chow? I mean, look at it. It looks like dog food, I know. It sounds disgusting, but it resembles Purina Puppy Chow, right? But it's not. Don't give it to your dogs. They can't eat chocolate. It's delicious. Call it Muddy Buddies because it sounds a lot more tasty. So all we need is 3 ingredients. My recipe is not like the classic Muddy Buddy recipe that is made with chocolate, cereal, and peanut butter. Instead, I'm using 3 other ingredients. And guess what? It is completely allergy friendly, no peanut butter at all. So if you like peanut butter, you can totally add it. But if you're allergic or you want something different, this is a great alternative to making Muddy Buddies. All you need is staple, Chex rice cereal, of course. Any rice cereal works. Crispix is also a good option, as long as it's similar in texture. Chocolate. Now you can use chocolate chips, semi-sweet, milk, or dark, or you can use chocolate bark. Personally, I think real Ghirardelli chocolate chips are the way to go because since we're using such minimal ingredients, you want to use the best quality ingredients you can get. So instead of going with generic cereal, go with Chex. Instead of going with generic chocolate, go with Ghirardelli or Hershey, something that you know is going to taste good. Instead of the generic next ingredient, go with the real stuff, J-E-L-L-O, Jell-O. Now this is going to replace our powdered sugar. Now I use Jell-O, not Jell-O, but Jell-O pudding as the coating for our Muddy Buddies because it's more flavorful than powdered sugar and it's less sweet. Because the typical Muddy Buddies is normally very cloyingly sweet, and after a while I feel like it's just like sweet overkill. So this is a great alternative. We're just gonna use the mix, not make Jell-O. I had a reader comment on my blog one time that it was super soggy, and why would it come out soggy? Well, they made Jell-O. They made pudding, they made the pudding. They didn't just put the mix in. So I put a big note on my blog saying, only use the powder stuff. Don't add the milk. So let's get making. First, we want to add about 5 cups of Chex Mix to a large bowl. Use the largest bowl that you have. You can also use a big brown chopping bag like this one. Just get an extra one and next time you're at the grocery store or save the ones that you've used. Make sure they're clean. And we're going to, and you can use this as a fun alternative. 1, actually that's 2. 2, 4, and 5. If you don't have a microwave, you're gonna have to heat or melt your chocolate over a double boiler. So that would be putting a saucepan with some water, turning it on, nice low simmer, and letting the heat warm up the bottom of the bowl, hence warming up the chocolate inside. It's a little bit more risky because I feel like the chocolate can seize up faster because it can get moisture in. So if you have a microwave, use a microwave, plus it's much easier. So we're gonna heat up about 8 to 10 ounces of chocolate. If you're using the chocolate bark or you don't have a full bag of chocolate chips or you don't know how many ounces you have, purchase a kitchen scale. It is the best purchase I've ever made. And all you have to do is weigh your chocolate. It's like the easiest way for accurate baking, okay? And I know we're not baking, but we need a specific amount of chocolate, right? So I'm gonna do about 8. I'm gonna cut this guy in half. Oops. Now to help my chocolate melt quicker, I'm just gonna chop my chocolate a little bit finer. If I just throw these big chunks in the bowl, they're not going to melt very easily. When we heat our chocolate, we don't want to scorch it or burn it because there's no going back if we do that. We're going to start with about 30 to 45 seconds at high power. Stir, pop it back in for another 15 or so seconds. Stir, another 15 seconds, stir. It should take no more than 2 minutes total, but you do not want to leave it too long because it will burn, like I said, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. This is about after 30 to 40 seconds. You can see it's starting to melt on the bottom, but definitely not where we need it to be. Just mix because the heat from the bowl will slowly melt the chocolate, and we just want slow melting. We want the process to go slow. We don't want to speed this up. Okay, here's another 30, 15 seconds or so. I'm going to show you guys. There's still chunks of chocolate in here, but if you keep stirring, the residual heat from the bowl will melt the chocolate. And honestly, this is how you get that tempered, shiny chocolate look. So stirring is not a bad idea. I just don't want to overheat my chocolate. Okay, so you guys can see how lusciously smooth and silky this chocolate is. Now, we've got a minute or so to work quick, so we got to work quickly, okay? Next, we're going to pour the chocolate over our Chex cereal. We can do this in a large bowl and use our hands to toss it because we want every piece of cereal fully coated, okay? We don't want to see any of the cereal. Or, this is where a bag comes in handy. You can toss this in the bag with the chocolate and shake it up. That's the fun part. If you have kids, definitely do this way because they love helping. But to show you guys, I'm gonna do it in the bowl, okay? You want to be very gentle. You do not want to break up any of the cereal because we want to maintain those big squares that are in there. Now, I'm going to add about 8 to 9 ounces of vanilla pudding mix. Just the mix, not the pudding. You can also use chocolate pudding, banana pudding, cheesecake pudding. The pudding possibilities are endless. And it is completely nut-free. Now, at this point, you have to look at the bottom of the bowl. If there's still sugar pudding mix on the bottom of the bowl, that means your Muddy Buddies are not completely fully saturated yet, and you can add more pudding. And there is no need to lay this out on parchment paper because once it's fully coated in the pudding, it's not sticky anymore, and it'll take about 10 to 20 minutes to fully harden, and it's ready. Okay, so you guys can see every piece is coated. We want to avoid, excuse my dirty hands, we want to avoid these pieces that are kind of chopped in half. So when I have the small pieces that are not very intact, I'll just take them out because they don't look very pretty, and I'll snack on them. Okay guys, that's it. It's such a simple recipe. It's delicious. It's great to take to potlucks or have at your holiday party or a gift in little metal tin cans or baggies. Everybody will love them. They're nut-free. It's a little different take on the classic Money Buddy recipe, but I guarantee you'll love it. And if you want to print out this recipe, click on the link in the description below. Happy hosting, everybody. Happy holidays.